Welcome back! It's been a while since we posted a video, and now that we're back on the road, I couldn't be more excited. Me and Archie arrived safely in Reno, but things kept going wrong, and despite my determination to make this summer travel season the best yet, I seriously questioned if I'm cut out for this. The Ram ProMaster makes it really hard to change the cabin air filter because the screws that you need to undo are angled in such a way that no screwdriver can get to it. So I don't know how to change out my filter. The one thing that I feel confident in doing when it comes to car maintenance is changing out air filters. Even that I have failed. And that is one of many things that have not gone my way over the last 72 hours. After the flight delay, I stayed at a hotel which had cockroaches in it, and I got about 2 hours of sleep. So when I landed in Reno, I was really excited to get into the van, only to find that the battery had died. And I knew that the battery would be dead because I forgot to turn on the kill switch that prevents the battery from draining over time. And so I called AAA thinking this will just be like 2 hours tops, easy peasy. They tried to jump start it. It didn't work. He read the battery. He realized the battery was actually completely dead and I needed to replace it. I paid $200 for a new battery, but he couldn't figure out why the new battery wasn't working. So then I had to get Stardust towed to a mechanic right before they closed. And that tow took forever because he couldn't figure out how to disable the e-brake. So he had to put slides under the rear tires so that he could drag the van onto the tow bed, which was so stressful to see. So once we got to the mechanic, he realized like, oh, there's a cable that kind of got shoved to the side and it's the main one that connects the battery to the main power of the car. And so I spent $200 on a fix that was basically because of a cable that was just not noticed. Me having a mental breakdown and crying in front of Kenny, who was the AAA guy, was a low point. And Kenny was so sweet. He's like, you know, I have 2 younger sisters and these girls get emotional. Yep, this is the van life. This is so not fun. Like, this is not a fun start to the trip. And we are at Nate's right now, Wildwood Vans in South San Francisco, because after I landed, I realized that my van was flooding with water and that the pipe had burst open from the water pump. So water has been kind of spraying in the van, so I had to get that fixed and drive 4.5 hours in the wrong direction from South Lake Tahoe back to the Bay Area so that Nate can fix it. All right, we got Nate in the back in the garage and he's fixing the water pump now.
See the crack?
That tiny little hole caused so much
you can see it in there.
Havoc.
So, are we sure the van didn't freeze or get really cold?
No, well, we were in cold weather, but we weren't in like, it was like below freezing, but it wasn't like minus 30, you know, it wasn't like crazy.
But you were away from the van for a while.
In the spring for 2 months.
We have had some cold storms.
In Reno?
I don't know. It's definitely snow and stuff. So, well, we can go over some few tips to like set you up so it doesn't happen again.
Okay.
So we put in a PEX elbow, which is brass. So hopefully that'll hold up better than...
amazing. Yeah, I was saying like, why can't these be metal instead of plastic?
They totally can be.
Yeah.
I go back and forth on which one is better.
Yeah. Because the metal can still break too, because I've had metal pipes corrode and totally fall apart as well.
Metal can still crack. The why I like this one is because it doesn't require like a rubber gasket.
Okay.
And the rubber gasket can fail, and that one has a rubber gasket. So in time it could fail, but maybe not. They're usually, I've bought new ones that are much, much better than the old versions that I used to do. But this is, I go back and forth on which one's better. That one should be stronger in a sense of like, it shouldn't break like the PVC can break.
Yeah.
Especially if it freezes.
Yeah.
This can freeze and crack easier than the brass.
So the brass is better for if you're going to like super cold.
It helps. It's not perfect.
It's not perfect. So what can someone do to prevent pipes from bursting and these kind of problems?
So if you're gonna leave the van, like you're gonna step away from the van for a while, turn the water pump off but then release the pressure in the line. So open up your tap.
Yeah.
And just leave it open. Leave the tap open. That way, if it freezes, any water that's in the pipeline is going to expand it's going to spread out.
Yeah.
But if there's pressure, it's just going to freeze as a ball and expand into that zone.
Hot take. People debate, should you leave your water tank full or empty when you're storing it?
Well, that's a great debate. I think if you're going to store it for, I think maybe a long period of time, it might be best to store it full. That way, like less air in there, less room for like bacteria and stuff to maybe grow or propagate.
Like totally full.
Yeah. Or totally empty and dry.
That's the key though. How does it get dry?
Right. I mean, the lowest point is there and you still get like that much standing water. You could park on a hill and have it really drain out. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the pro tip is you empty the tank and then you pump air into your water lines so that there's air in the line. So that way nothing like freezes and it's dry. Otherwise, you can put a small bit of like those chlorine tablets or those little water purification tablets in there before you go.
Wait, we're gonna test it. So we're gonna turn on the water pump and we're gonna turn on the sink. Is it leaking? All right, so now we're gonna change the engine filter. The engine filter is just as annoying to change as the cabin air filter because the bolts are angled in a weird way where you can't easily reach them with like a typical wrench like this. So why do they make it so hard? Life is hard enough as it is. Why do they have to make it like this? One of the things that I know for 100% certainty is I can never be a car mechanic. I do not have the patience to troubleshoot things like this. And this is the first time I've used a tool like this, and for some reason when I'm using it, it's tightening the bolt instead of loosening it, and I can't turn it the other way to make it loose, and then I can't even reach the other one that I need to take off to get it off anyway. Oh. Bro, what? Are you jealous that I'm playing with another dog? Come here. Come. Hi, how are you? Come. Oh, gosh. Sorry, he's just exploring. He felt like he was missing out on all the action. Come on, buddy. Archie, come here. Come here. I'm just distracting myself by playing with these dogs because I don't know what else to do. Okay, I put on my big girl hat and I took off the sweater because I am ready to work. I'm gonna get this thing off if it is the last thing I do. Mark my words. Famous last words. Okay, I got it off. I got it off. Okay, now look how ridiculous this is. The other one is way down in here. How are you supposed to get that? The bolt is in right here. How the heck is anyone supposed to get that off? Like, really? Yeah, no, that's not happening. It takes 2 people, apparently, to change a cabin air filter. Yes! Yes!
Get the new one in.
Yeah, why is it? shaped different. All right, so we got the cabin air filter out, but I got the wrong one. It does not fit this, so I'm gonna have to go to O'Reilly's down the street and pick up the right filter, which sucks because they charge a lot more than online retailers for these filters. But it was so hard to get it out. I gotta get it done today because it's pretty dirty. It's a 10-minute walk, so I'm a pretty fast walker, so I bet I can shave off a couple minutes off that, and hopefully we can get out of here soon. The reason why I want to replace the engine filter is having a clean engine filter can actually improve your miles per gallon, and I need as many miles as I can get. So even though this is a big pain in the butt, I think it's totally worth it. I drive through some pretty dusty roads, and that means that I have to change both the cabin filter and the engine filter more often than the average person. So this is something I'm gonna have to do over and over again on the ProMaster. And I'm not gonna lie, it's making me have some serious doubts as to whether I picked the right van, because this is really annoying. It took 2 people to change it. I had to hold that part up so Nate can reach the screws. Like, he wouldn't have been able to even do it by himself, and Nate is really handy and really good with his hands. The other van that I considered getting was the Transit. I really like the Transit. The way it drives is so much more comfortable and it feels like you're driving an actual car, but they are more expensive, and the cabin body is smaller than the ProMaster, so it feels really tight when you're inside of one, which is primarily why I didn't get it. But honestly, if I could go back in time and do it all over again, I'm shocked to say this, but I think I might have just gone with the Transit. But I don't know how they do their cabin filters and engine filters, but I'm gonna look it up and see if it's just as bad as the ProMaster. And also, how did they do it on the Sprinters? You know, don't these guys all do things similarly to each other? I don't know. All right, filter secured. It was $24, which is not too bad, because if you buy it with the frame on, it's $79. And why would you need the frame when it comes with the frame already? So we're gonna head back and put this in, and hopefully, and hopefully I tripped on the sidewalk. And let's get something to eat because I'm really hungry. Okay, it's in.
Nice.
How we were able to reach this is I undid this top part and then held it up for Nate so he could reach it, and then you can just lock it back. Come on. Yay! Dang.
Yeah, it needs to be replaced.
It's pretty dirty.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow. And that's where it came from, down yonder. Look at the color difference between the new one. Oh, I guess this one is yellow.
I think it's
so.
already yellow.
Yeah.
The black is what you should be paying attention to.
Oh, this is the intake valve that took us forever to get out. Oh, this is the van that you just finished?
Yeah, we got the Vanlife storage bags, which are pretty cool. They come off,
Yeah.
and they actually have like shoulder straps, so you can take this into your house.
Oh my god.
Load up the bag.
Yeah.
Like a duffel, and then bring it back
Oh my
out,
god.
and then lock them in place.
Okay, that's amazing.
Which is pretty cool. And they come in 3 sizes, a 12, 18, and a 24.
Yeah, they got a huge one here.
This is different. This is Van Essentials upper storage bag. It's a 48 with multiple storage compartments.
Oh.
And then the bed is going to go here, and it gets bolted to these walls
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Oh, so they're gonna have some seats up here.
Yep, the factory seats.
They have kids, I guess, like a family.
Yeah.
And here's the lagoon.
Yes.
By the way, the knockoff on Amazon sucks.
Yeah, don't do it.
Mine keeps dropping, and I have to keep adjusting it over and over and over again. So I might upgrade and buy the lagoon and install that one instead. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we put the Alpine mechanism swivel seats in there, a heater, and then yeah.
Cool.
This one's cool. We actually we like Unaka a lot.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
They're a great product. They're good friends at this point. We use them all the time. I know them personally.
Oh.
But this one's cool. It has this self-ratcheting tire lock. So you do that, it comes off, but then you take the key off.
Yeah.
And it ratchets.
Just closes. Yeah, that's nice.
So you can get to the tension you want, but then you can't take it off.
No one can steal your tire. That's sick.
And then they put
that's cool.
side steps here. They have they have an option for a post to drop down, so you can have easier step.
Yes.
We didn't want that.
Get up? Yeah.
But in here, just simple climb up on the roof.
Oh my, yeah, because I've been debating between the rear ladder and the side ladder.
The only downside is like for a rear ladder, you have to come in through the back. But if you have like a big air conditioner or something in the back of the van, you don't have much space left and right to navigate around. So it can be a little dangerous.
Do you ever put one of these rears on a ProMaster? Because apparently their doors are supposed to be weaker. Like the hinges will just break off.
Yeah, ProMaster has a lot of weaker structural integrity points, especially with like trailer hitches, the hitch mounting points. Those tend to be weak and fragile, and so you have to get bolting plates to like reinforce it. And then the door hinges can be a little bit weaker. I think they make replacement hinges for the ProMaster that are stronger.
All right, Nate, say bye to your fans.
See you guys.
One thing I don't talk about very often is just how much risk comes with living on the road in a fully built camper van. Especially when I'm spending time in cities, it can sometimes feel like I'm driving around with a giant target on my back. People know there are valuables inside, and if something were to happen, it could be a pretty significant loss. That's where today's sponsor, 70mi, comes in. They recently sent me their A810 LightSet dashcam, which gives me real-time 4K monitoring and 4G connectivity, so I can check on my van while it's parked and have a little more peace of mind when I'm away from it. Whenever I'm driving, the 70mi dashcam will automatically record both the front and rear of the van, so if I'm ever involved in an accident, I'll have clear 4K footage showing exactly what happened. It not only comes with its own micro SD card, but will also back up the footage to the cloud, which can be easily viewed from the 70mi mobile app. If you'd like to pick up one for yourself, you can use my code HOLLYU for 5% off through June 22nd. And if you're not in a rush, the dashcam will also be on sale during Prime Day from June 23rd to 26th for $79.99. Thank you to 70mi for sponsoring this channel, and now let's get back to the adventure.
52 and 54, please.
It is lunchtime and I haven't eaten all day today, but I've been stateside for 3 days now and I have not yet gone In-N-Out burger, so it is time. And I am trying to be healthier, so they have an option that you can get called protein style, which means there's no bread. The bun is actually just lettuce. So I went with that. You can also get something called the Flying Dutchman, which is just 2 beef patties and 2 slices of cheese, but I thought that's like a little bit too plain, so I didn't go for that. But people get that and then they put grilled onion as the bun. So anyways, looking real good. Okay, let's try this protein style In-N-Out for the first time. It's really good. The lettuce is crispy and fresh, and because there's no bun on it, you can actually taste the cheese and the beef a lot easier, so the flavors are stronger. Maybe I'm just really hungry, I don't know. I could just be really hungry. I wish you could taste this, babe. It's so yummy. Okay, we ate that at the In-N-Out parking lot right next to the drive-in, the drive-through. But I'm still a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna actually make a couple of eggs to tie me over. We've been back for like, yeah, 3 days, and I still haven't done groceries. I still haven't bought like fresh food for Archie, like meat that I usually add to his meals. So we gotta do groceries today. Archie also needs toothpaste because we used all of his toothpaste. So we gotta go to the pet store and also get some of that as well. In some ways, I think living full-time on the road is logistically easier because you don't have to deal with storage. You don't have to deal with throwing out your food or making sure you're not wasting food before you store it. There's a lot of things you don't have to worry about when you're full-time on the road. Oh, I left something in the van when I stored it. I don't even know what it is. I can't even recognize it. Is it a green pepper? Oh my gosh, there's mold in it. That is so disgusting. Ew. You guys all saw me clean the fridge. How the heck did I miss this? Oh, gross. Those are all the cars lining up to do In-N-Out drive-through. By the way, the thing around Archie's neck is not an airplane neck pillow. It's a donut, and it just prevents him from scratching the staple that we had to get put in on him because we had removed the stitches a while ago, but one of the wounds had reopened, so we had to staple it. And in the process of that, he has to wear the neck pillow so that he does not scratch it. He's had 4 lumpectomies, and we got them all tested at the vet, and thank God they're all benign, and the test showed that they were successfully completely removed, so the tumors are all gone and eradicated from those sites, which means that they shouldn't regrow in the same spots, but that they will continue to grow over his body. And it's really common with older dogs to develop these lumps basically coming out of their sebaceous glands, and it's just a nuisance. Like, they can get caught in clippers when you're grooming your dog might not like it and start biting and scratching it and irritating it to the point where they bleed or rupture. So I had to get them removed because they were growing in size, and I knew that if I continued to let them get larger, that the incisions that they would have to make to remove them would be even bigger, and it would just mean more like trauma to Archie. So yeah, he's doing really, really well. I'm really relieved that it's not cancer because I was really, really worried about that. Before, we had him in the cone, and people were pointing and laughing and going, "Cone of shame, cone of shame." And now he has upgraded from the cone of shame to the donut of sadness. Right, Archie? And I can't wash him because it's not good to wash, you know, when you have your stitches just removed, or in this case, he has a staple on his one of the wounds, so it's not good to wash them. And Archie got into some stuff, and he smells pretty bad.
Okay, I was emptying the bottom cupboard to take out the garbage, and now this pipe is leaking. So everything got wet, and I have to take this to Nate's right now. So I'm just putting a towel to catch the water. See how it's dripping? It's this guy right here. Another leak. Total chaos. Everything I had to take out of that bottom drawer. As I was driving to Nate's, I felt so tired and defeated. Just when one obstacle is overcome, another one is just around the corner. And no matter how many times I've had to deal with van issues, I still feel just as frustrated, helpless, and frankly not equipped enough to do this on my own. Batteries die, vans get stuck, appliances break, pipes burst, and the list of things that go wrong never seem to end. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons why this life is not for everybody. And sometimes I have huge doubts whether it's even right for me. So this guy needs to be replaced. It looks okay though. Like, what's wrong with it?
Could be pretty dirty.
Oh, it's dirty? Okay, so the sink is fixed, and I just ran some errands. I bought Archie's toothpaste. I went to Staples to print and scan some documents that I needed to mail out. By the way, they charge 70 cents a page to scan and almost $3 a page to fax, so it's crazy. And I have a scanning machine at home, but I don't have one in the van, so this is what has to be done. And then I have to go now buy Archie's food, and then after that I think we're gonna go to the beach and hopefully be able to wind down. But I'm kind of debating if I have the energy to go to the gym and take a shower, because I haven't showered since 3 days ago, because that's when I got here, and I don't know, I'm really tired. I don't want to go to the gym and work out. And I promised myself that every time I shower, I'm going to go and work out before I shower. So it might be something that I do tomorrow morning instead. Yeah, maybe that's the play. Archie! You stink so bad! But I'm still gonna kiss you. Mwah! I'm still gonna hug you. Today has been a long day. I'm so tired. It's only 8 o'clock and the sun is setting, and I have no energy left to do anything, to sit here. The last 3 days have been really trying, and I had doubts come into my mind if something right should be so hard. Like, if it's right, if it's what you should be doing, shouldn't there be a sort of ease to it? But sitting here and smelling the ocean air and the saltiness of it and seeing the birds, just how beautiful this ocean is. I don't care if I'm on the right path or not. This is where I want to be. And all the headaches and all the struggles and all the things that always go wrong, for me, it's worth it. Because, yeah, I just never feel more alive than when I'm in a moment like this.